I wanted to talk today about racism. Uh, More specifically, human racism does not exist. It's such ignorance and silliness to call all these different people racist or different races because they have largely because they have more or less melanin in their skin. So what does that mean? Does that mean if I'm would be considered white? So if I got you can get injections to have your skin darkened. So if I had those injections and they took and I became darker skinned because more melanin was added to me artificially, and I became darker than whatever the average darkness of an average quote black unquote person is, would that make me all of a sudden black, quote black unquote? Of course not. To those idiots that I guess those ignoramuses that believe in such thing, yeah, I guess it would because I am now. I have as much melanin in my skin as they do. So then I would be black from then on in. Well, brown is a better description. I wouldn't actually be black. I'd be brown, but it's ridiculous. Uh, also, there's this article I read in National Geographic. I'll put a link in the description. It's from March 12th, 2018, and it's entitled "There's No Scientific Basis for Race. It's a Made-Up Label." And this article's from Elizabeth Colbert, Kolbert. Say it again. There's no scientific basis for race. It's a made up label. It's been used to define and separate people for millennia, but the concept of race is not grounded in genetics. And you can just search for other articles like this that say the same thing, that it's nonsense. We're not different races. There is no white race, dark black race, East Asian race. Uh, by the way, the use of a term Asian is, besides the fact it's inaccurate, it's asinine. I mean, people call people that are what used to be called Oriental looking Asians, but that's so stupid because India is in Asia. Do you call an Indian Asian? No. Would you call? They don't look Asian. They look East Indian. Would you call a Pakistani Asian? Would you call? I think Israel's in Asia. Would you call them Asians? Would you call Syrians Asians? Afghanistanis Asians? People who live in Western Russia Asians? Maybe, I don't know. Especially northern Western Russia, the part that's in Asia, Asians. No. Would you call? No. It's just some stupid. It's not only an inaccurate uh, moniker. It's lazy. If you're going to call them Asian, at least call them more accurately East Asian. I've thought that for like, I don't know, 30 years since I first heard this. Like, Asian, what's so dumb? Asians encompasses a giant geographic area and you're just calling one section of it, one look, the quote unquote Oriental look, which of course is now a horribly racist thing to say, is causing them Oriental, even though all it means is from the Orient. Nothing racist about it. And again, there is no racism. It does not exist. There's none. There's prejudice, but there's no racism. There is no such thing because we're all the same race. Whites, blacks, East Asians, Latinos, everybody, natives, native Indians. I'm talking from North America, so North American Indians, we're all the same race. Genetically, we're all the same race. We look different. We have less or more melanin in our skin. We have some other features maybe indigenous to where our ancestors predominantly lived, but we're all the same race. Um, it's so stupid. It's so ridiculous to make such a to call to all this racism bullshit. It's crazy. So I know most of you out there probably are ignorant about this and just think, oh, there's all kinds of races. No, there's one, the human race. That's it. There is no, and you can't. Oh yeah, and you can't be racist against your own race. What do you hate your own race? How can you be racist against your own race? I guess you could hate your own race, but I can't be racist against blacks or East Asians because we're all the same race. So I'm just knocking my own race. So the whole thing's nonsense. It's ridiculous. Just another example of humanity acting like a bunch of idiots for the most part. Bunch of ignoramuses who just don't bother to look up what they say before they say it. Anyway, that's what I wanted to say today. Thanks for listening. Have a good day.